Now, if you desire something, are you prepared to work for it? This is another phenomenon I see among a lot of young people that I do not understand. It's like, I want this, I should have it. That's not the way it works. That is not the way it works. There's a disconnect there. No, if I want this, I have to work for it and earn it and pay for it. But today it's like, it's this disconnect. No, I want that, I should have it. And the disconnect is this. Proverbs 14 and verse 23. I'm reading this from a different translation in the King James here, New International Version. It says, all hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Yeah, mere talk leads to you being poor. You got to get beyond just a fantasy. You got to get beyond just writing it down on a piece of paper. You got to get beyond just dreams in your head. You got to devise a plan of action. You can't just sit around and talk about it all the time, you see. But on the other hand, if you've been given everything by your parents, you've been given a car, you've been given insurance, they pay your insurance, you've been given a place to stay, you've been given food on the table, well, why would you even want to get out and do anything? It's all been given to you. Yeah. We have created, parents today have created this incredible comfort zone that their children live in. Why should I leave home? You see, that's the problem. Now, are you prepared to pay your bills? Now, this is another thing that I see all the time. It's like, well, why should I pay for that? Just because they loan me that money, I don't have to pay it back. 40% of Americans can't pay their bills. And then you got bankruptcy, people going through bankruptcy. And I was reading an article about this, about Americans, can't pay their bill. And it said, realistically, there are only so much credit cards to go around. And what it revealed is that people are just living off credit cards. And there's not enough credit cards that they can get. Yeah, this is the reality of what people are going through today. Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 4 says this, is when you vow a vow unto God, defer not to pay it. He has no pleasure in fools. Pay that which you have vowed. In other words, if you sign on the dotted line and you say, yes, I'm going to borrow this for this new car. Yes, I'm going to borrow this $100,000 for whatever it may be, for this new home or whatever. You sign on the dotted line. Not only are you making that agreement before your financial institution, you're making that agreement before God. And if you don't pay your vow, the Bible calls you a fool. If you don't pay back that which you owe. Let's notice it again. When you vow a vow unto God, defer not to pay it. Don't back away from it. Pay it off. For he has no pleasure in fools. Pay that which you have vowed. It is your responsibility to pay back. But again, I see this attitude is like, well, I don't care if I pay it back or not. I do not understand it. I absolutely do not get it. I don't understand it. What's going on today? When I, bought a car, my car was I wanted a Stingray Corvette, and it was $4,600. I still remember the price of that thing, $4,600. I was 16 years old. I forget how long it's been. It's been a long time ago. That was a lot of money. My father took me to the bank and he said, okay, I'm going to co-sign this note. But I want you to understand something. You miss one payment, this car goes back to the bank. And if I would have missed one payment, there was no illusions in my mind. Well, I'll just let him worry about it. No. I knew I missed a payment. That car was going back. And I did not want that car to go back. And so I made my payments until it was paid off.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.